Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now I have to repeat all that. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So today's been a day. That's what I said right in the beginning. Sorry for having to reschedule, but it's been a moment over here. And so you guys can see that already in the intro in the beginning, there is no sound. So in any case, I was saying how about the collective, we'll be diving into the collective reading, kind of, or getting the collective message, let's put it that way. And going through Aries through to Pisces and seeing what comes up, what arises, and then of course the Q&A in the end. At the end of the year on Friday, December 13th, I'll be doing a channeling. Yay! We'll be channeling 2025 and seeing what the message is and what's actually coming up for 2025, what you need to hear, what you need to know, but also generally speaking, the overall energies. And we'll be seeing if we can get some personal messages going in there as well. It's only €35. The link is in the description box below this video. Sign up, sign up, sign up. And for those of you that are supportive of me, thank you so very much. And later on in the Q&A, of course, donations are welcome. And that's all I'm going to say to it. You'll find the link in there in the description box, or you can press the super chat button on the chat. Okay, so, wow, no, not again. This earring keeps falling out. I'm telling you guys, what a day today. I don't know which spirit's following me. Maybe you guys can pick up on seeing what kind of person or entity is wanting to connect, send a message to me, or I don't know what this is, but it keeps getting my attention with the earring, with all kinds of little things that are happening. Oh my God. So anyways, I have chosen one of my favorite tarot decks, and you guys probably know which one this is. This is from the Biblical Tarot, and it's safe for YouTube, no nudity, no nothing. And unlike my other favorite deck, which I can't use anymore because it's too much of a stress and a bother, and that is the Peinture du Monde Tarot, but it's taken from old paintings, so that has a lot of nudity, which, I mean, hello, but okay, so yeah. Anyhow, how are you Americans doing out there? How are you guys going? Like, the pressure is building, the energy is building, and it is crazy what is being thrown out there. Crazy what is happening on that end. Crazy the things that are being said, the sound bites that are flying around the internet for the entire world to stand there in shock and go, oh my gosh, what did these people just say? And I'm referring to the trash pile in the Atlantic Ocean and some other things that were said in jest, in free speech. That is really interesting. So we knew this was going to come up. We knew this was going to happen. It has to happen in the sense that, the shadow side of humanity has to arise for it to be seen, for it to be tackled, for it to be shifted, for it to be transformed, for it to be transmuted, for everybody to get so tired of these topics and realize how nonsensical they are. This artificial division, this artificial othering on a planet that it's like the boundaries are artificial. The boundaries between ourselves and everybody else is artificial. These are lines drawn on land from 200 years ago that some guy, some schmuck, drew on a land chart because they back then had the power to do so, right? I mean, look up the ages of the people that were behind the American Revolution and behind the American Constitution. They were in their early 20s, mid 20s. I mean, a fantastic job that they did, freedom for all and so on and so forth. But I mean, look at the times, look at the people, look at what they were going through, look at the mentality and the mindset that they had when they did that, what they did back then. But nowadays, most of the stuff is obsolete. It can't carry itself. It's unsustainable, right? So we are moving into times where it's becoming more and more clear that the whole setup, everything is so beyond ridiculous that we have to change it. We have to go into the discomfort of changing it. And we're hoping that, AI will take a lot of the work off of it from us, that it will do all the calculations necessary. It will do all the setup necessary. Like that's literally what this is leading up to, is that we're hoping AI is going to take over all of that part for us, because it goes beyond the scope of human doability. And especially when we're looking at how long it takes people to change, how long it takes people to change a perspective, change a habit, change an idea of something, change a concept of what reality constitutes or how our world is. But one thing that is definitely going to go down the drain in the next, I'd say 10 years, and this is not to say it's never going to happen again, but it's not going to hold as much water. It's going to get worse before it gets better, though. So be mindful. It's going to get worse before it gets better. But this artificial division between peoples, it's going to become so ridiculous that everybody's sick of it. Everybody completely had it up to here, completely like done, finito, because not even the people who are hardcore behind that can justify it anymore. They can't. They can't. They can't. And it just becomes this massive ego show, this massive show of ignorance, and of yeah, backwardness, right? And we're not going in that direction. So them trying to tell people, you know, like we're going backwards, or we're going to stand still in our development until you catch up. It's a lie. It's a lie that they can't hold, because you can't stop development. You can't stop an idea whose time has come. You can't stop it. All you can do is grow with it. You can't stop puberty. Well, actually you can, but it's not a healthy option. And you can't but this evolution that we're all moving into, it's unstoppable, absolutely unstoppable. And I know it scares people. I know there's a lot of uncertainty that goes along with it, but that's the game. This is the game. So how are you guys all doing? How are you doing out there? Thank you for screaming, Twinkly D. Oh my gosh, those are the caps that I saw. So thank you for shouting. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All righty. So let's get started with the collective here. And thank you guys so much for being here and sharing your energy. And yeah, let's dive in and see what's coming up here. See what's coming up for the collective. And again, these are just snapshots in time, snapshots in the moment. And actually, I'm going to focus on the message for the collective, because, yeah, I think rather than on the collective. What's the message, please? Oh, okay. Exactly what we were speaking about, right? Exactly what we were speaking about is the cards that came up are the moon. The moon represents fear, of course, fear, anxiety, worries, thoughts becoming things that we don't want to have become things, dark dreams, dark night of the soul, nightmares, but it's all not real. It's not real. What's real is our actions based on this assumption, based on this, yeah, awareness, this perception, this perspective. But the actual perspective itself, what's actually being seen, is not real. We're chasing shadows, and we're reacting to shadows, and we're doing shadow boxing. And so as the collective goes through this, more and more stuff comes up out of the shadow. And we're going to be 2025, the year of the shapeshift, because we can't anymore. We can't carry how we've been acting, how we've been reacting, what we've been doing. We can't carry it forward anymore. So yes, humanity is awaking out of a dream. It's awakening out of a slumber, and it might not like how it's being awoken. It might not like how it's coming up and out, but it is slowly awakening. And here we have the Chariot, which is moving forward in growth and personality development, evolution, the year of the shapeshift, right? But we're talking about this week ahead. So things are going to be, this week is going to pass super quickly, by the way. You'll blink twice and it's over. And but the Chariot also has to do with what's going to happen, what's coming next, what's moving forward, what's going to shift, what's going to change, and that we are moving forward, period, that we are moving forward. And it's going to cycle very quickly here. Here we've got the Queen of Cups. So this is a time of prayer and reflection in the midst of all these changes, right? In the midst of everything that's happening, taking the time to pray, to reflect, to think back on the self, think back on itself, collective humanity. But I'm also seeing on the, since everything is full of American politics, whether I'm reading European news or anything else, it's all about the US. And I think for most of the world, it's going to be similar. But there's a lot. Oof. Moving towards a more feminine energy. Okay, there's something going on with a feminine energy, a strong feminine energy that is in a leadership position, that is in a leadership role. I feel prayer, I feel finding moments of peace. Meditation is super important to this person. Centering, grounding themselves. I do feel that she is in a lot of fear. So I think we all know who I'm referring to, but there's fear happening here and anxiety when it comes to everything, literally everything. Things are moving very quickly for her. She fears being bowled over or rolled over, but she's got good support. So she's going to be absolutely fine. But this is a prayer moment. And a lot of people also going into prayer. A lot of people going into prayer, and there's this energy of reflecting on the value of life again. What really is it about life? And that brings me to this energy that is coming up, is that the middle class is gone, right? I'm sure you guys have realized this, you've noticed this, is that the middle class is kind of like on its way out. And we're completely moving into the society of to have and have not. It's literally the fringe, the beginning of Mad Max or something like that. But it almost feels as if this is a gift in a way for the have-nots, because they have the opportunity to really reflect again on what is real, really real, and what they've done based on fears of not having. I hope that makes sense. So it feels as if there's a lot of spiritual awakening that is happening at this time, a reconnection to spiritual themes and topics on a deeper level than it was 5 or 10 years ago, when it was all about the fairies and the happiness and, you know, the pagan witch style and all of that. This cycle of going deep is going way deeper with spirituality, where it becomes a fundamental anchor for many more people again, as they move into reflection and they move out of this materialist focused or materialist oriented lifestyle. So, or way of seeing things, way of perceiving things. So here we are, you know, there's a perspective coming from fear, or rooted in fear, the moon, which is going through a shift and a change, a voluntary shift and change as well with the Chariot. So a choice, a decision that is being made, and it's leading to more reflection, more connection, a deeper connection with source, with spirit, with the reality of things behind the veil. So it's actually, it's not that bad, you know. The shift is being pushed in the right direction. Okay, let's see here. So Aries through to Pisces, and we're going to zip right through, you guys. Aries, what's your message for your week ahead? Pulling a pro and a con for Aries, please. Pro and con. So Aries, what is working for you is that it's a wicked week ahead of success. This is a week where your energy is going to feel supercharged. You're going to feel on top of things. You're going to feel like you've got it all. This is the Three of Cups. It's also feeling as if it's easier for you to network. People are connecting to you. They're wanting to connect with you. They're wanting to talk to you. You may be receiving invites or invitations. You may be being asked out on a date. You may meet someone significant or special through a group of friends. I see friends outings, friends night out. things of that, girls' night out, sorry, things of that nature. But it feels really, really, really harmonious, upbeat, and good. Now, on the flip side of things is the Ace of Cups. So some of you may be feeling like, I don't want to be single anymore, you know, like I've been mingling and mingling, but I don't want to be single. I've learned the lesson of self-love. I have been loving myself. I'm taking care of myself, but when, Lord, is my partner going to come to me? And it's just keep doing what you're doing. Stay open, stay willing to connect, and don't fall into the temptation of selling yourself short. Don't fall into the temptation of compromising too much of your values to make something work that wasn't meant for you. Okay, Aries? So keep focusing on keeping yourself in balance, having a good time. Yes, focus on bringing joy back into your life. Those of you Aries that haven't had joy for quite some time, joy is healthy, healthy. You need joy. And read Louise Hay and the sources of illnesses. And one of them is a lack of joy or a lack of sweetness in life. So you really need to focus in on that again, Aries. Focus on what makes your heart beat, what makes you passionate about things, what brings you joy. But when it comes to that one specific person, yes, you have the opportunity this week if you're not with them already. But don't, like I said, compromise or ignore red flags in order to make things work. Okay. So your friends are going to show up for you in a beautiful way this week as well. Okay. 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups. So awesome. Moving on to Taurus. What is it that you need to know this week for Taurus, pro and con? The pro for you, Taurus, is things are moving. Messages are coming that you've been waiting for. It's probably a yes. You may have been waiting to hear from somebody or waiting to hear back from somebody or regarding something. And it's a yes. Whatever packages you are waiting on, they're going to arrive this week. And it feels as if things are opening up to you. Opportunities are opening up to you. And at the same time that these opportunities are opening up to you, old things that are no longer needed are falling away. It's like they're just moving on to something else. And you don't have to worry about it. It's not a crashing apart. It's not a falling out. It's just things are shifting and one moves to the left and you move to the right and everything's good. Like there's nothing more than that, then separate ways are being struck. So it could be that some friends are moving out of your life, Taurus. Somebody may be moving away. I just felt like somebody is not losing a friend, but that a friend is moving somewhere else or has to wrap themselves into something else time-wise. This could also be a new relationship that they're beginning, but it's time for you to set out on your path anyways and really focus on what it is that you want to do. The card that also comes up for you in the composition is again the Ace of Cups. Just like with Aries, there may be a message in Aries for you as well, Taurus. You may also be dealing with Aries. But the Ace of Cups has to do with self-love, has to do with you probably avoiding through focusing on others, 8 of Cups, focusing on things that are not for you, avoiding this lesson of self-love. So you're moving forward from whatever it was that was holding you back from learning how to love yourself, how to take care of yourself, how to appreciate yourself, value yourself, into learning this lesson and integrating it beautifully. Okay. I also feel a one person. So this is a one person side of kind of connection or setup this week where it's one person is focusing in on you, you focusing in on one person. So I'm not feeling this huge, like with Aries, there was this huge community energy. For you, Taurus, this week, it's one person that you're focusing in on or you're going to be dealing with. Gemini, what's coming up? Gemini. Hello to those of you new to the channel. Thank you so much. And just click subscribe, then you're able to chat. And save your question if you have one till the end of this session, and I'll be doing Q&As. So Gemini, what's going on? Pro and con. So the pro for you, Gemini, is the 10 of coins. There's something about ancestry and lineage that is coming up for you this week. There may be thoughts around where you come from or who your ancestors are, or if you have something from the ancestors, or maybe an ancestor is literally trying to connect with you and trying to pull you back into line in a sense. All of a sudden I see the line being straightened. It's like you're dancing over here and the line is going there, and they're trying to pull you back into not put you in your place, but assure that you have the full flow of support from the ancestral lineage that you need to get done whatever it is that you came here to do. So there's something about something also coming down the line to you this week. You may be hearing a story, you may be thinking a thought, being reminded of a story, receiving some kind of a message from an ancestor this week. Otherwise, it's also about money for you this week. Big sums of money, large sums of money. You may be putting money aside for something to, I feel, acquire something around the house, in the house, or something to do with domesticity. Yeah, something to do with that. Could also be a vehicle though, but something that's a little bit more long lasting. It's a big purchase that you may be talking about and contemplating. Here we have the Eight of Swords, feeling stuck. So on the one hand, feeling stuck in whatever situation you're in and praying to the ancestors and asking them for support, advice, and guidance. On the other hand, some of you are feeling stuck in your ancestry and asking for release from feeling tied down, oppressed, almost suffocated by expectations maybe, or connections, right? So there's something about your ancestry that is being healed this week or coming up on the table for you this week, okay? Enjoy, because when that energy releases and lets go, you're going to have, it's going to lighten up. It's like the stars are going to shine. You'll see the sunshine for the first time. Yeah, let's move on. Cancer. What's going on with Cancer? Cancer this week. Ooh, okay. Already I'm feeling a little sticky. There's some kind of sticky relationship energy that's going on before I even pull the cards. It feels like some of you Cancers won't be seeing eye to eye with your loved ones this week. There may be something, some kind of a discussion or some kind of, I wouldn't say argument, but just a perspective where it's not really 100%. And it makes you question the whole thing, though. It makes you question everything that's going on. And if this is really the right person for you, if this is the right relationship, how long this is going to last, all of a sudden, all these questions come into your mind, okay? So the pro for you this week is the Seven of Cups. Temptation. Okay, this may be why you're asking all these things. It's like some of you Cancers are extremely beautiful, extremely hot, extremely attractive, magnetic energies. And it could be that you're having offers. Some of you may be receiving offers or still connected to people that you shouldn't be connected to if you're in a relationship. So this is for only those of you Cancers that are in a relationship. Some of you may be facing temptation this week for a quick moment, okay? For a quick moment. Those of you that are not in relationships, you still may be facing temptation this week for a quick moment, but it's not as dire, okay? So it feels like something is coming up that is testing your values, testing your principles, testing how much you believe in them, how much you want to hold on to them. And it's coming at a time, of course, when you're tired and not just tired, a little bit resentful and angry. Four of Cups, okay? So you've got to watch this emotional state because you are emotional Cancer, right? And this is not the time to react out of your emotions, but to recognize your emotions, acknowledge your emotions, take the message that they have for you, dig down deep and see what they're coming from, but don't let your emotions turn into your brain, right? They're a different form of informational field, which are incredibly important you to know, but the messages are meant for you and not for everybody else, okay? So take note of your emotions and your feelings and don't let them become a weakness for you that leads you into temptation around certain things that you shouldn't be playing with, okay? Moving on to Leo. What's going on with Leo? Leo. Pro and con for Leo. What's happening? Leo, you've got the King of Cups coming up. King of Cups in the pro is indicating healing. It's indicating strength, you finding your emotional grounding and stability again, you finding that connection with your emotions in a way that it informs you and doesn't sabotage you. This is incredible energy. You're rebuilding, literally. This is showing a king rebuilding, Nehemiah rebuilding Jerusalem. And so it really feels as if you've done so much work on yourself, Leo. You've rebuilt certain structures within yourself that were blasted away by the experiences the last few years. And now you're feeling strong again, but it's a different kind of strength. It's not that arrogant form of strength. It's not that, it's just, you know what? I know who I am, and nobody can take that knowledge away from me. I stand strong in the faith of myself to myself, and nobody can touch that. I know what I can do. I know what I've endured. And I know that when you take everything away from me, I can recreate it. It's all good. Don't mess with me. Don't come for me, because I'm right here. And so it really feels like there's a strong energy with you. And this is beautiful because it's here we have the 10 of Cups. Yeah. It's allowing you to experience a beautiful connection this week. It's allowing you to really be authentic this week, to be so open-hearted, to be so authentic emotionally, that you're able to experience this beauty that everybody's looking for, that everybody's yearning for. So it feels like a really cozy week for you this week. If you're in a relationship, if you have family, it's just going to be nice and fun and cuddles and warmth and enjoyment and downtime. It does feel as if there's something to be celebrated this week as well within family. So this can be a birthday or some kind of a news like a pregnancy or something like that. But it does feel like it's more family oriented for you this week, Leo. It feels as if you're going to be putting more energy into that. It also feels as if you're going to be supporting others in your family circle, emotionally, mentally, if not resource-wise, physically as well. Okay. So it feels fantastic. It feels great. There's also a message from the father for Leo. So some Leo has a message coming from their father, and it's a message of pride. I'm very proud of you, and I'm very proud of what you've created and what you've done. And it's also a message of look at how strong you are, look at how beautiful you are, look at how amazing you are, look at what you've created. Don't focus on the negatives. Don't focus on what it took to get there, because this is messy. Building a city is messy, but look at what you made happen. Look at what you brought together. Look at what you created. And you're super like that. You're very, very beautiful. So there's something about a fatherly support that I'm feeling coming through for Leah strong this week. A recognition from dad. Okay. All right. Moving on to Virgo. What's going on with Virgo this week? Virgo. Pro and con. Virgo, your pro is actually the 10 of Wands, okay? Some kind of a burden that you've been carrying is going to become a lighter load. It falls off of you, but in a way that the sticks don't go tumbling everywhere, but in a way that you can actually rebuild something new with that. It turns into something good. You found out how to transform energy or how to transmute it. I don't know if you guys been meditating, if you've been doing hemisync or what have you, subliminals, I don't know. But it feels as if, this is your pro here. But by carrying this burden and this responsibility for all this time, carrying this heavy weight on your shoulders, it's allowed you to transform into something beautiful as well. It's allowed you to show your resilience, your drive, your endurance, your ausdauer. Yeah, your endurance. I just said that. But it's allowed you to really reveal who you are at the core of yourself. And that is stunningly, stunningly, stunningly beautiful. People are going to see you for who you are. They're actually going to recognize what you've done this week, Virgo. And not just this week, but I mean, this week you'll be able to shine in a different light in the eyes of many people, especially at your place of work. Some of you may have been carrying a heavy burden. You may have been carrying the work of others. Some of you may have been doing the work of others. Some of you may have been, just been dumped on in a way, but it's allowed you to reveal who you are. In spite of it being so hard, it's allowed you to show your gifts, your skills, your talents. So this is leading to an opportunity and a positive judgment of you. This is the Queen of Swords. So something looking towards you and judging you in a positive light. And it feels as if there's an opportunity for promotion, opportunity for discussion, and opportunity for talks. This is a great week for receiving a return on what you invested in, whether it's emotional investment, monetary investment, wherever you put your energy into. It's a great week to receive that back, to argue for that back, to talk for that back, to invest yourself into getting that back. Okay, because the judgment is in your favor. People are going to see you or judge you in a positive way this week. Virgo, that's awesome. You know, you've worked so hard, you've come so far. Take it. Take it. When somebody offers you something, take it. Okay, moving on to Libra. Libra, what's your weekly message? What do you need to know, Libra? And again, these messages are not just for you. If you feel that they don't resonate with you, that's fine, you know, absolutely fine. Maybe you're the messenger for someone else and you can bring them a message of hope, of healing, point them to this, you know, to the right direction here. Okay, let's see here. Libra, what's going on for you this week? What does Libra need to know? Libra, the pro for you, Libra, the pro for Libra. Let's see. We've got the Queen of Wands, yeah, Queen of Candles, Queen of Wands. And you can see her sitting here in her vibrant red robe, but she's also wearing the blue of reason. Let me see if this camera is focusing. 1 second. Yes, kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. There. So the blue of reason and the red of desire. So she's quite reasonable. She knows exactly what she wants. She knows what she's about and she's going for it. So I'm feeling like there's this new drive and passion coming up for you, Libra, this week. And it's coming in strong. All of a sudden, you know exactly what you want. You know exactly what you're going to do. You know exactly what the outcome is going to be. And you're going for it. And you're trusting. I'm feeling not only this passion and this drive and all of that, but this blind faith and trust in nature and in the order of things, and that you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, and that God wants you where you are, literally. And it feels so good, but you're feeling in the flow and you're able to direct that energy. See how she's holding that spear in her hand? She can point that spear and she can go over there and inspire people as well. Inspire the energies to be built up in a certain area of focus of your life. Okay. Next up is the Nine of Wands. Okay. Because this is the con card, is that you have to step out of the mentality, Libra, that you've been neglected or forgotten. Okay, there's something here, because this is Job praying to God. This is Job. In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with any wrongdoing. And this is from Job testing Satan, Satan testing Job, sorry. And so we see Job here on his knees praying to God, and God's light and protection shining on him in spite of all the direness that he's going through. And it does feel as if there's an aspect of you, Libra, that feels like, wow, you know, I've had to build everything on my own, the Queen. I've had to make things come about on their own terms, almost like I've had to put in all this energy and effort. I've had to show up every day. I've had to look a certain way. I've had to do things a certain way. When in reality, my soul is feeling like this. And I feel like everybody's standing around and judging me. And I feel forgotten. I feel abandoned. I feel like I have to wait so long for my prayers to come through. I feel like nobody's listening. I feel like I'm here on my knees and I'm barely scraping by, and people are just standing there judging and nobody is helping. And it's like, this is not true. This perspective is what's holding you back and keeping you on your knees. You have to fully go into this perspective of, I'm the queen, I'm deserving, I have power, I have rule over my dominion, I can make things happen. I've got the energy for it. I've got the willpower for it. I've got the intention. I've got the glory on my side. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is who I'm meant to be. This is what's supposed to happen. The outcome is already written. And flowing into that, going into that, moving forward with that, and really blocking out of your mind any kind of inclination that makes you feel like I'm just a beggar or I'm a fraud. That's another thing that may be coming up for you this week, Libra. As some of you may be feeling this energy of, even if you're doing something really well and you're standing up and you're being really authoritative because you can, about what it is that you're doing or what you desire, that a part of you is feeling imposter syndrome a little bit. That if people find out that you're really just here on your knees, that they won't like you as much, or they will judge you. Again, not true. Time to let that go this week, Libra. It's time for you to let that stance go, let that fear go, and to really own your power, own your abilities, own your strength, and stand in for yourself. Okay. Moving on to Scorpio. Scorpio message. Are you guys doing in the chat? Hello there. Good afternoon, beautiful dragon. Good afternoon. Let's see here. Scorpio pro and Scorpio con. What's going on? Scorpio, 6 of Cups is coming up. You guys may be dealing with kids this week, either your kids or someone else's or younger siblings. Besides that, things from the past may rear their head again, things that cause some kind of emotional waves, that trigger certain memories. They may be coming up again this week. You may be hearing from people that you haven't heard from in a long time, triggering those old memories and those old emotional waves. Remember to send everything into the light. Sit into the light, everything that is overwhelming, okay? And this is the opportunity for a new beginning, okay? Because for some reason, it feels as if there's something in the past, Scorpio, that happened. And it may be that you're feeling guilty. It's not even that you're feeling guilty, maybe ashamed, but it's not really shame, but it did something with you. And it took a little bit of your hope. It took a little bit of your guiding system as well, right? Because you used to have very high values, and this kind of dropped your star a notch. And so all of a sudden, things you didn't know what to do, which direction you're moving in, what you should be focusing on. You tried to do the best you could, but somehow that star didn't stand as high in the sky as it used to. And this is now coming back, Scorpio. You're finding yourself again. Whatever happened in this deep past, there's a situation, like I said, the past is returning, but it's not to trigger you. It's not to wound you again. It's so that you can finally release it. Whatever belief or mindset you developed as a result of that, you can let that go and realign your star, put it back in the sky, high in the sky where it belongs, giving you a sense of direction, purpose, meaning, and ultimately fulfillment, right? So it does feel as if there's a new opportunity coming up for you. Some of you guys may have, but this is a striking opportunity. So this is like your partner getting a job offer on the other side of the planet. You know, like there's some kind of a striking energy that is coming in with that. This is suddenly being able to move across 14 states. You know, there's something that is coming up here. Okay, so it feels like overall it's a good week. The main message for you is to remind yourself of what you felt like when you were younger. Don't forget what it means to be a child, or what it feels like to be young. And when I say young, I don't mean just little, but to be in a space of not knowing, of unknowing, and to hang your star back high, put yourself back into the position of not knowing, of being open to everything, rehang your star and leave the rest to God. Okay, because he does say here, let the little children come to me and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these. Okay. So your inner child, you can sit in meditation with your inner child and Christ consciousness, if you will. Hey, Sagittarius. Oh, sorry, Scorpio, you may also be dealing with an Aquarius. There's something about an Aquarian energy popping up for you this week. I do feel it's female, though. I'm seeing a blonde for some reason. And very classic Aquarian kind of energy. Tall, slender, that kind of thing. Hey, Sagittarius, what's going on? What's your message? Saggies, your pro and your con. Saggies, something hitting you this week, waking you up out of the doldrums. This is like a smack upside the head, I'm sorry to say. There's a really integrate the mantra, everything works in my favor, everything works for me, not against me. Really integrate that this week, Sagittarius, because it feels like there are a couple situations that are coming up where you're going to feel like the universe hates me. Everybody, the universe hates me. And it's going to smack you upside the head. Ace of Swords, sudden insights, sudden recognition, sudden aha moments, sudden, oh my goodness, sudden like, whoa. And it's going to wake you up to a fundamental truth that is so opposite of what you believe to be true up until now that it blows your mind that you didn't see the truth of it earlier, right? But it's almost like you've been flying your flag for something for a long time, and part of you knew, but you didn't want to let that flag go. That's what it feels like. It's like I invested so much into this flag that I'm going to keep waving it come hell or high water. Yeah. But this, whatever happens, it throws you off your horse. It throws you out of the car. It throws you off the bike, and it knocks you out into a new realization, a new outcome. So it's not negative, even though it's a shock moment. So it's okay because you've been hanging in the doldrums a little bit. You also have the Four of Cups. Somebody else had the Four of Cups. You may be dealing with them. I think it was Taurus. Was it Taurus? I don't know. Aries, Taurus, somewhere up there. And you were kind of hanging in the doldrums too. The Four of Cups is an internalized resentment. It's internalized anger. It's frustration. It's feelings of helplessness. I can't do anything anyways. So it turns into this kind of apathy and this disconnect from everything going on around you. And it feels like whatever happens is knocking you out of this. There's a certain level of self-indulgence that goes along with that. And with the Four of Cups. So it's knocking you out of that, and you're going to see the light. Absolutely. Something comes through clearly for you, but it's meant to uplift you. It's meant to break you out of things that are not for you. So there may be a truth that is coming up around a relationship, around a connection, around a person that you may have been flying a flag for that everybody else was warning you about. Okay. Capricorn, what's going on? Happies. Happies. What's your message for the week ahead? Capricorn, please. Capricorn, it looks like you prayed your way out of jail. Literally here, we've got the Eight of Swords, okay, and Jonah praying in the whale. And here we have the sun, a ride of victory. And there's no walk of shame the next morning here, okay? Somehow you've been uplifted, or you will be uplifted by the universe this week. There's a high level of visibility with this. So either you're going to do something, say something, make something happen that's going to get you a lot of applause and accolades and a lot of support. It also feels as if whatever you bet on is coming through for you. But this is an opportunity to heal your self-confidence, heal your solar plexus energy, your solar plexus chakra, and get it realigned in a way that is balanced and beneficial. Now, Jesus is riding on the donkey, right? So there's a humility and a humbleness that's going to come through for you as well this week. So even though everything is going good, you're not going to forget your feet on the ground. You're not going to forget how hard it was or what it took. And it feels like you're also going to continue prayer. So if you already have a prayer cycle, prayer life, you're going to continue that. There's something that you prayed for as well that is coming through for you. There's something that you prayed for that is coming in for you. Prayers are being answered. Victory. All I'm feeling is this victorious energy for you, Capricorn. Winning. It also feels as if you were in some kind of an argument, or it doesn't even have to be an argument. Again, there's a very subtle perspective energy this week. So if you were seeing something differently from a work colleague or something like that, all of a sudden that tension is going to collapse, but it's going to leave you on the winning side. Okay. So it does feel like an amazing week. Eight of Swords and the Sun card. Your prayers are being answered and things flowing your way. Okay, just stay positive, stay focused, but keep your feet on the ground. Aquarius. 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 Pro and con for Aquarius. Pro and con for Aquarius. Aqua. It's been a tough, long road. Yeah, it's been a tough, long road. You've got the 10 of Wands, and you've been carrying the burden and the responsibility for a long time. Yet you have the Queen of Coins coming out as well. And this feels like almost even though this is a con for you, it does feel like a support. There's some kind of financial issues that are coming up for you this week, Aquarius. It may be that you want to start over. Like you want everything to be just wiped off your slate, wiped off your table, and just start over fresh somewhere. You may be looking at, I don't know, leaving. You may be watching what is it called? Capital Nomad Capitalist, go where you're treated best, and trying to figure out, where can I go? Where can I live? Where can I be? Where can I just be me? Where can I feel comfortable? Where's my tribe? Who do I belong with? These are all questions that are taking up space in your mind at the moment. It really has to do with belonging with tribe this week for you, Aquarius. And it feels like you're feeling this burden of loneliness, okay? This burden of loneliness, carrying all these things in your life alone. Some of you are sick and tired of being single. You're absolutely sick and tired of having to always prove your worth to others, right? Before you're loved. Isn't it supposed to be that you're loved unconditionally? You know, what happened to unconditional love, you know? But it really feels as if yeah, there's something around finances and money issues that are coming up this week. Remember, it's a snapshot, it's 1 week. Next week it can look completely different, totally different. But this week you're going to be focused on budgeting, you're going to be focused on making ends meet, you're going to be focused on putting money away, maybe being mindful with your money, being good with your money. You may be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You may be dealing with someone as well who's very stingy. Okay, some of you are with stingy partners, and this is causing all the stress in your life, making you feel devalued, making you feel not worth it, making you feel like you don't belong. Maybe this person shames you for certain expenditures or things of that nature, but it makes you feel like I'm better off by myself. I'm better off on my own, but I don't want to be on my own. So there's a spiritual contemplation that's also going on. There's an extra card that came out for you. It's the Hermit. And a spiritual contemplation, a spiritual, I don't want to call it dark night of the soul, but really rethinking, re-looking at things and seeing, is this the best fit for me that I can manifest or create? Okay. Moving on to Pisces. Pisces. Pisces, what's going on for Pisces, please? What's the message for Pisces? Pisces. Ooh, I need a sip here. 1 second. My tea is almost chilled. 1 second. Pisces, your pro and your con, Pisces. Soft energy around you, Pisces. Yeah. Pisces is investing. They're putting their pedal to the metal, their head to the whatever, to the grindstone. And they're really putting in a lot of work into something. We've got the Knight of Coins, and this is what's demanded of you this week as well. So in the case that you're criticized, Pisces, in the case that, things aren't really going the way you want to, it's time for you to really invest in something, go all into things, not just be in the dream world or the visualization world, but to really visualize on one side, but work hard on the other side to make your dreams come true, to make them manifest. You have to put in the physical labor as well. And so this is a week where you're literally going to get your hands dirty, in a sense, not in the negative way, but in the sense that you're going to be working hard, you're going to be investing, you're going to be focusing in on things, you're going to be investing time, energy, effort into something. You may be dealing with an earth sign as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who's also investing a lot of time, energy, effort into their career. And you may be supporting them, you may be helping them, you may be focusing in on them, you may be focused on their career more than you are on yours, but there's some kind of a focus, like I said, on work. And this is for the long-term goals, right? Three of Wands here, focusing in on your future, investing for your future, focusing in on long-term things. I feel like those of you Pisces that are in relationships, you guys are going to be doing things on the down, like you're not going to be telling everybody, oh, we're investing money into this, or we're going to buy this in this property or whatever. You're just going to do it. And people will see the results. People will see in a couple months or so what you've done, but this is not something that you're going to put out there. You're just going to work, you're just going to invest, but you guys are focused on the long-term future. And if you're in a partnership, I feel like those of you Pisces that have an earth sign, this is a pretty good connection. It feels as if both of you have the same goals, you have the same vision, you desire the same things, you're on a level together, you're on a vibe together for the future. So it feels really good, Pisces. Feels really good. Okay, somebody just stepped into watching. Hi. But Pisces, yeah, it feels as if mm, there's also some kind of a calculating risk, calculating the odds, calculating how much of something, calculating numbers that I'm feeling, scrunching the numbers, bookkeeping the numbers, that kind of thing. That's also coming up this week. So yeah, this is not a week of relaxation, Pisces. Get to it, get your work in, and utilize this energy to really sow those seeds, to plant those seeds, and they will come up, they will sprout for you, they will grow for you. Okay. All righty, moving into the Q&A. You guys. Stacy, happy Halloween if I don't talk to you again till then. Oh, thank you. Happy Halloween to you too, Stace. Yeah, happy Halloween and All Hallows Eve. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yippers. It's already on Thursday. Oh, I can't believe this year is over. Like, I can't. It just began. And I was just going through my move and everything in January. Like, it just happened yesterday. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so I'll just wait because there seems to be a little bit of a lag. And as always, oh, there it is. Um, okay. And again, don't forget the support section. It's in the description box to this video, but let me post it here again, and then I'll post it at the top, or you can just, in the bottom at the super chat, you can put it in there as well. So let me see. Do, 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 do. Ba, ba. There we go. Pin message, message pinned. Okay, so may I have advice regarding my job, please, for mystical astrology? Mystical astrology. I have advice regarding my job. Nine of Cups, you need more joy and happiness. You've been carrying a burden for far too long. You think it's fate, but you have to start calling in. You have to start literally articulating, speaking out loud, calling it in, mystical astrology. Plus, you want to bring joy to people and happiness. So the first card that came up is the Nine of Cups, meaning that yes, you're emotionally and spiritually very gifted and talented, and you need to work with this because it brings you joy. It means that you need to do something that brings you joy, brings you happiness. You need to be in that energy because you're one of those that are meant to, like a conduit or a charger or something that's meant to hold that frequency of joy and happiness in this reality. You're meant to express it. You're meant to show it so that people can see it and be a reminder that it exists. So there's something also very artistic about you. You may be artistically gifted without realizing it. So whether it's painting, music, dancing, something of that nature, but it's not just a spiritual or, a woo-woo spiritual expression that you have. It's also a very artistic expression that you have. Now, you may be thinking, Wheel of Fortune, when is life going to bring me what I want? But it's really up to you to turn that wheel. The more that you're in your vibration and your energy, and the more that energy flows, the more it's flowing in tune with the universe, the more things start shifting and changing for you. But you've been carrying a heavy burden. This may be ancestral. This may be, but a mindset from your community or where you grew up or how you programmed yourself. And it's heavy. Throw this burden off. It's time for it to go because you're meant to be a messenger. This is the Page of Wands. This is a messenger, right? This is someone who is messaging about joy and happiness and love and all of that. So time to figure it out, Time to figure it out. Whatever you do, you need to do it with the energy of joy, not just the energy of love. You need to be happy about it, right? That's really important for you. There are other types of people, like don't take it too for granted because there are other types of people that can work under any circumstance. They can do all kinds of hard labor, whether physical or you name it. And that's perfectly fine for them from the universe. But for you, you need to be in a state of joy. Shay Holt, I had the most spiritually expansive experience I've ever had this weekend. Awesome. I'm not sure how to integrate my experience. Oh, okay. Well, in a chat, I don't think because integration is such a personal thing. It's such a unique personal thing, right? It's there's no, even though we like to think there is, it's so if you want to talk with me, I'm here, Shay. Absolutely, I can help you with that, but I can't do it in the chat. I also have guidance to go to school. When should I start? Well, ASAP. When you receive guidance from Spirit, it's usually a now because Spirit doesn't know time. So when they get that message through to you, then as soon and quickly as you can, follow that guidance. Maggie, a while ago, I have applied for judicial review of my case. Should I continue with that or better just abandon it and everything? Yeah, things have been going so slowly for you and you feel like you've been speaking and nobody's listening. And you feel like this is a losing battle, but it's a case of justice. If you continue with it, the outcome is the sun. So there is justice at the end of a long road, but I had to pull a couple cards to get there. So we've got here the Seven of Coins, which is something not working out. You've been going at it for quite a while, Maggie, and it feels like with the Knight of Swords that you've been kind of preaching into the wind, and no matter what you say, it's not really doing anything. You've been steady with your case, the Queen of Coins, and there may also have been a financial investment, but you feel left alone, the Hermit, and you want justice, okay? This is literally the Justice card and the 10 Commandments hold up. So the outcome is the Sun card, but like I said, I had to pull a couple cards to get there. So it's going to take a while, but if you can, but again, I'm not a legal advisor, so get that. And but from a energetic point of view, spiritual point of view, if you can hold out, if that's feasible or viable to you, then it seems to be an okay thing to do. But again, get legal advice, proper legal advice, and base your decision on that. Okay. Alrighty, Masood Mostafevi. Hey, Miss Karleen. Hey, hey. It is Scorpio season and 13th death card. Can you please explain a little about your experience with death and change? Oof, oof, oof. Is it scary to you or not? No, absolutely not scary. Life is scarier than death is. Death is very, very soft, actually. Very misunderstood. Very misunderstood. That's a deep topic, Masood. I would love to do that. And maybe I'll do a specific group on that. If you're interested, shoot me an email and I'll set a group up and we can deep dive into it and share all kinds of experiences and stories, and also look at what death possibly could be. I mean, we have all kind of theories and we have kind of, you know, ideas, but no absolutes, right? So we can dive into that because, yeah, there's a lot to be said about death, and it's not that scary. The scariest thing is leaving your people behind. That's the toughest thing for people that are well, depends how spiritually evolved. Some people attach to their items, their houses and their jewelry too. So, but no, not scary. Okay. Thank you, Nora. When will I enter a relationship? 30 and single all my life. I would love to have a family, but don't know if it's meant for me. See, that's the family is absolutely meant for you, Nora. Absolutely meant for you. Because why? Why do I say that? How do I know that? Because you want it. And your ego is making you think like you want this, you know, like that desire arose out of your head or something, or out of yourself. But it's coming to you from spirit, right? Everything that we desire in this, we want. Like Alicia Keys wakes up woke up before she became famous, and she knew she was a singer. She loved to sing. She didn't wake up and think, oh, I'm going to go fix cars, or I'm going to go be a trapeze artist. She knew she was a singer. And those desires that we have, they come from somewhere deeper that shows us what we're meant to do in this life, what pathway we're supposed to be on, what direction we're supposed to be going in. So trust. And yes, you're meant to have a family. Yes, it is meant for you. Unfortunately, there's a lot of confusion happening on the spiritual planes, with souls of people being entangled in this materialist, capitalist world that we're in, and setting other priorities than what they should be setting. And that's screwing up a lot of things. And I mean, everything works out for the best and it will all end in good. But the way there is not always comfortable. And that would be a lie to say it is. So let's see. You will have a family, you will have a relationship. But there's also, they're telling me that you have to pick your energy up. Okay, literally before I pulled these cards, which again reflect the message that I was already hearing, you have to pick your energy up. Up, because there's a little bit of doldrum sitting here of cups, right? So it's kind of like, I don't know if you guys saw that meme of this girl sitting in her apartment and kind of, I'm waiting for God to fulfill my wish for a man, that he's going to ring my doorbell, that kind of thing. And then the pizza delivery guy does. So it's like you have to bring your energy up. You have to get out of that self-isolation, or move out of, even if you're, because we can isolate ourselves and still be in a group of friends, you know what I mean? But it's always that same small group of friends, and we don't really open up to new connections or new experiences or anything like that. And old friends are, what do they say in the Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts back in the day? New friends are silver, but old friends are gold, kind of thing. Yes. But it feels to me like you need to get out into new circles. You need to have new experiences. You need to open yourself up to newness again, Nora. Make yourself available to something new, and then the new will come to you on all levels. So it's going to be new clothes, new experiences, new people, which open you up. But the right person, the Magician card reverse to in relationship readings, the right person for someone. Okay. So the Magician card or the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups is what you're looking for. And so the Magician card is what came up for you. So Spirit does have someone there for you, but you have to get yourself into an energy where this meet and this match can happen. Okay. Let's see here. Thank you so much for your donation. Danny, hey Karleen, my 11-year-old son is really struggling with his mental health. Any advice, please? Of course, these kind of things, you guys, are definitely connect with a professional, please, for your child. If you believe it really is his mental health, also get him checked, you know, maybe that there are no deficiencies, make sure that he has enough to do, that he's not bored, you know, and that he has something to connect with. I'm feeling like there's something here. I don't know if he needs to play soccer or do some kind of group sports, but he needs this feeling of connection. Maybe he's already doing that. I'm not quite sure, but that's what I'm picking up. Okay. Thank you, Star White. A recruiter reached out to me about a job opportunity. Should I pursue it? Depends. If they're coming from the Middle East, I'd think about that. So Dubai and Kuwait and so on and so forth. I don't know, because I get a couple clients that always come in and they get these amazing emails and they're being invited to these amazing things. And something in my gut tells me, I would double check. And then they go and double check and oh my gosh, it was the biggest scam. And they would have paid all this money and so on and so forth. So with you, I'm feeling there's something about this I'm not trusting. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. There's something about it where I'm like, have a deeper look at it. Have a look at the company, have a look at the people, have a look at who's, you know, running it kind of thing. But it's, yeah, see, these cards always reflect the message that I'm already getting. This is the Three of Swords. Something's going to end in tears. Okay. So I wouldn't say don't pursue it. I would say though, be very, very aware. Get as much information as you can. Be very not super hard to get, but make sure that your boundaries are set. Okay. I know that these are times where we want to be happy about every job opportunity. We want to be happy, you know, but unfortunately, you have to look out for yourself. So Three of Swords is coming up. There's something that needs clarification. Okay. Something needs to be clarified. Hi, Karleen. Can you ask if my sister will be okay, please? She's going in for a biopsy test. Yes, Nine of Cups. So it's all good. She will be fine. Let's put it that way. What the results of that will be, I don't know. I can't say, but she will come back. She will be okay throughout the test. Yes, I want to do intellectual work for my finding, but someone wants to copy it in his new book. I've asked to write as my finding, but now saying it's his second decade on it. Well, hey, I missed something there, Tech oneself. Shay, I will schedule something. Okay. Hi, Karleen. Leah, no, I recently met a person on vacation who is in the career field I wish to pursue. I feel this is a sign to do it. What is the meaning of this? Exactly that. It's a sign to do it. The universe answered you. What more are you looking for? Can't do it for you. You have to go do it. Now it's your time to take that step in faith. Okay. Literally, the universe brings this person to you. Literally. That's what I say to people actually, you know, too, with the that are looking for the right relationship and stuff. It's like, or even jobs, don't get to, yes, of course, take it seriously, but try to find the middle ground. Like, don't tip over, because the universe even brought what's his name? One second. How could I forget his name? It's like on the tip of my Julian Assange. his wife, I mean, this guy wasn't allowed out at all, couldn't go out. And his wife was literally brought to him, and he got married and had 2 kids while he was in hiding. So the universe is capable of doing some wild things. You just have to be patient, in tune, in belief, open. Ah, yes. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you. Oh, Anna, thank you. Thank you, Anne. Let me see, tech oneself. Because I'm not quite getting your message. I feel like I missed a chunk. Scroll back up. Yes, I wanted to. Okay, love. Hey, Karleen, can you tell me if love is coming? Love is coming, K-Love. Hold on, I'm still with Tech Oneself, K-Love. I'll get right to yours. I think. Is that the judicial review thing, Tech Oneself? Yes, I want to do intellectual work from my finding, but someone wants to copy it in his new book. I have asked to write is my finding, but now it's saying it's his second 2 decades of work on it and investments. Mm. Yes, someone wants to take my finding and print it as if it is his on a book this 20th November. I has to print the people who collaborate had serious worries. Where's evidence? Okay. Yeah, it feels as if, yeah. If this is the judicial review question, maybe you bounced out and came back with a different handle, but it does feel as if it will take some time for you, but it will succeed. It does feel as if you will have success as well, but it will take some time and investment. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Karleen, can you tell me if love is coming? K-Love. Is love coming for K-Love? Ooh. Yeah. 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 Okay, K-Love, there's something going on with maternal issues, maternal connections, your mother, how your mother shaped you and formed you in regards to how you see relationships, how you see yourself, obligations to the maternal side of the family or the matriarchal side of the family, a nurturing aspect of yourself that is overdeveloped almost in a sense. You tend to nurture in your relationships, but you need to have fun, you need to have joy, you need to flirt and be kind of happy and playful and all that stuff. And but you're looking for a soulmate relationship, you're looking for something deep and sincere. But there's something about how you're seeing things where you'll end up with karmic relationships if you're not careful and if you don't shift your perspective on love and relationships and you. And there's someone who's going to be a temptation coming in, I'd say about 3 months from now, 3-4 months. There's some kind of a temptation coming in, but there's also a move coming up for you, some kind of a move that I'm seeing, some kind of a shift, a travel, and then after that, someone that's long term. Okay. So I feel like someone short term may be coming up for you, and you may be thinking, oh, wow, this is it, you know? And then after some kind of a shift within yourself or outside yourself, that's when the real long-lasting relationship comes up for you. Okay, so here's your temptation card, which is, one second, the karmic card, but also the maternal energies, 6 of coins. Then we've got the Ace of Feathers, sudden insight, or Ace of Swords. We've got the Temptation card and the 7 of Cups. We've got the Move and the 6 of Swords. And the final card I already shuffled back in, unfortunately, as I was talking. But the final card was, hold on, can't be that far. Can't be that far in the deck. Where are you? But in any case, it does feel as if it's there it is, the 10 of coins. So something long-term coming your path, and also family, right? So stable family, stable long-term family, but there's a move that you have to get behind you first. Okay. And a shift away, like there's a good girl programming as well. Yeah, good girl programming that you're gonna move out of. Alrighty. Let's see. Dawn Nicole, thank you so much. Much appreciated. I have a homeless teenage boy staying with us. Is there any past life connection? He feels like family. Yes, he is your family. He is your family. Not just that, he is your family, but there is a soul contract, and I'm sure you know that, you know? And that's also this feeling of familiarity. Yes, because there is a soul contract, and you're one of the people that actually shows up on your soul contract, not like so many nowadays that are saying, not feeling it anymore. I want to go explore my options. No, you're doing it. And so yes, there is a feeling of familiarity because he literally is family. He is soul family, and there is a soul contract. Yes. See, King of Swords. King of Swords, there's a contract in heaven. Okay. And you're saving him from a lot. Yay. Beautiful dragon. Karleen, would it be possible for me to get a job? I kind of blown up my employment opportunities due to anxiety and depression. Thank you so much. Oh, I totally get that. I feel it. I don't know how people work in corporate nowadays under these energies during these times. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. And with this recognition that we live in an insane society with an insane setup, and it's not humane, and it needs to be changed. And we all know it. And then continuing to go there and continuing to having to do this, I don't know how people do it. And it just shows what people are capable of enduring and living through, and what they also can create. I mean, of all options to write the stories that we could write as a collective, as humanity, of all the stories that we could have come up with, we come up with this planet and the constructs that we have here. This is wild. But yeah, if you're any kind of sensitive, you're going to have anxiety and depression for sure. So I wouldn't see it as blown up much. I would see it as protecting yourself. You know, spirit protected you. And where, you know, God closes one road, he opens 1,000 others. And it's just getting you to turn around from societal expectations and fulfilling the work that you set out to do, which was to cut yourself out of this matrix, dissolve yourself, disintegrate that connection to this artificial world and the whole construct and the whole value system, right? And what gives us value or sense of value, and complete the disconnection, complete your return to God, and complete knowing that you were meant for something else. And remember, everybody that did anything in our societies walked a different way, didn't walk the way of society at all. And whether we look at Jesus and his life, Gandhi, Buddha, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, all those people. And yes, we can argue about if they were real and what they were doing and all of that. I know, I get it. But just for this example here, if we're looking at what they did, they all didn't do anything normal, you know. So this society causes anxiety and depression. It does. It's these are societal diseases, and that's why we can't find a solution to them. Oops, I have to be careful what I say online. Oh my gosh, no. They are exacerbated, okay, you guys, they are exacerbated. They can be triggered and they can be strengthened by our experiences out there. So, but yeah, let's see what's coming up for you job-wise. Beautiful dragon. And we have to stop judging people, you know, because everybody's meant for something else. Some people were born in an oak tree and we're meant to be this huge thing that gives shade to all these people, but they also draw a lot of resources and energy, so need a lot of support. And other people, they were born as a cactus and they're supposed to stand there in the desert, you know, like we have to stop judging how people live their lives, and whether they're in that kind of a job or not, it has nothing to say about the quality of human that is there. And we know this, and we still fall into those traps, you know, we still fall into those traps. But it also goes for judging ourselves, right? So anyways, in regards to you, my dear friend, beautiful dragon, you've got the Two of Cups, the Star, and the Nine of Coins. And this is what I figured, and why I went a little bit on a rant, is you have to start getting connected to source, to God, to your gifts, your talents, what makes you shine. You've got the Star, which is beautiful. It's a star card, star energy. You're meant to shine. You're meant to do something. You're meant to be seen in some way, shape, or form. Some reason I'm hearing singing. I feel like you could sing. I don't know. But you've also got the Nine of Coins, which is the self-employment card. Yes, it is making your own money, going into business, deals, negotiations, that kind of thing. Takes a little bit of courage, though, because you're going to have to work on your self-value. This is the Queen of Sheba. She had no issues with self-value or self-worth. She could show up, and she did. So there's, you know, you have to work on that, okay? And we've got the Two of Cups, that you're going to find support. You're going to find someone who's like a brother or a sister to you that's going to be very supportive of you, that's going to be working with you, okay? But you have options. You definitely have options. It's up to you. Let's see here. Thanks for your answer, Miss Karleen. I always thought I'm not scared of death, but when I heard I might lose my job suddenly, there was the taste of death. It really made me question myself. Really scary. Yeah, I'm so sorry. But no, death is for me, it's very, very different, very sweet. But I don't think, see, that's how we create meanings around our experiences and how we program ourselves, you know, like super important. I'd invite you to really go in and dig into what you really felt. I'm sure you think you felt the taste of death, but was it the taste of death or the taste of loss, the taste of uncertainty, the taste of ooh, the ground underneath your feet vanishing? But is that really death? Or do we equate that to death? You know, is that really death? Or do we just make that equal to death? In which case it's you doing the program. So yeah, really dive into that. That's interesting. Your soul wants you obviously to have some kind of an exploration or insight there. Okay. Alrighty, you guys, 7:30. I'm done. My time anyways. I hope you all have an amazing day ahead. Thank you so very much for being a part of this live and bringing your beautiful energy. Thank you for those of you that are new to the channel. Stay on and oh, check out my Patreon because I'll be posting over time. Tomorrow I'll be doing Gemini and then of course Cancer, but I'm doing the 2025 videos. And of course, sign up for Friday, December 13th, where we'll be channeling 2025, the year of the shapeshift. What are you going to shift into? What are the shifts that are coming our way? What can we expect? 2025 is going to be a pivotal year. After 2025, we are definitely not in Kansas anymore. We are definitely not going to be able to find the way back, even if we tried. And we are definitely on our way forwards into a more solid timeline than what we've been experiencing the last couple of years. Okay. All righty. So thank you for being here, and thank you for being with all of us here on this journey and sharing your amazing, beautiful energy with the world by breathing. And that's a good idea to not forget to breathe in these times. Do your breathing exercise and reconnect with your soul and with spirit, and make sure that you're breathing the breath of God and feeling that connection with the Holy Spirit, and that your life has meaning, worth, and value, and that you are known and you are unconditionally loved. Take care, you guys. Bye.